We've reached the end of Four Nations Face-Off, so let's recap everything that's happened with speed and precision. Peter!
The NHL announced that it was replacing the All-Star Game with an international competition featuring USA, Finland, Canada, and Sweden. And not Russia because everybody was mad at them.
And none for Gretchen Wieners. Bye.
Many of the NHL's best players couldn't play in the tournament because they were not from any of those four countries, making everybody mad at the NHL.
Everyone realized at the same time that while Canada has the last two MVPs, they have no good goaltenders.
Rosters were announced and it looked like the USA and Canada would be favorites, Sweden would be talented, and Finland would be an adventure on defense.
Canada's goaltending group was headlined by Jordan Binnington.
Players said their names for some social video, and it was the best thing to happen to hockey in years.
It's me, it's Austin.
Hi, it's me, Sidney Crosby.
You guessed it, it's me, Connor McDavid.
Many players bowed out of the competition due to injury, including Quinn Hughes, Alex Pietrangelo, and Miro Heiskanen.
But still, these four nations were determined to face off.
Four nations facing off.
Donald Trump made everyone mad, leading to Canadians booing the U.S. national anthem at NHL games.
I don't respect that at all.
The season pressed pause for a few days before the tournament so everybody could rest up, but fans didn't do that. They started making the weirdest memes in the world.
Four nations assing off, four nations baking off.
This had to be near like the end of things, right?
Four nations chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay! Exclamation point.
The team started practicing, and everyone got mad at the USA for not putting the Tkachuk brothers together.
Connor Hellebuck and Kyle Connor sat next to each other for the team picture, in which Kyle Connor went, "Oops, all neck."
That's so good. Team USA decided to piggyback off the World Junior Champions by freeing their bird.
Four Nations officially started, and the most disgusting power play ever assembled scored 56 seconds into the tournament.
Back again, Crosby for the goal line, across, and they score!
Shea Theodore got hurt in the tournament's very first game so that the Vegas Golden Knights could use his LTIR money.
Canada beat Sweden thanks in large part to a big night from Sidney Crosby, leading to this.
Sidney Crosby!
And everyone decided that they liked this tournament, which meant that hockey was the #1 sport in the world at a time in which the NHL was on break, which somehow makes sense.
Canadian fans got their first opportunity to boo the Star-Spangled Banner at this tournament, so they did that.
USA got embarrassed after Finland kept the game close for 2 periods, so they decided to put the Tkachuk brothers together, and they both scored 2 goals each.
Brady Tkachuk, and it's in. Matthew Tkachuk scores. Brady Tkachuk scores. Doubles down with a beauty. Shot loose. Scores. Matthew Tkachuk has another.
The Americans paid tribute to Johnny Gaudreau by keeping their jersey in the dressing room and awarding it to the player of the game after each contest.
Finland beat Sweden in overtime.
A Canadian man said, "Hey Canada, let's be better than this. Let's not boo the Star-Spangled Banner." So then Canada and just everyone booed that guy.
Cale Makar fell ill, making him not available for USA Canada.
In anticipation of USA Canada, Elliot Friedman's nipples fell hard.
My nipples are erect thinking about it.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Matthew Tkachuk fought Brandon Hagel.
Brady Tkachuk fought Sam Bennett.
JT Miller fought Colton Parayko. Or he tried.
And then the United States and Canada played hockey.
Connor McDavid did this to Charlie McAvoy.
It's in. McDavid scores.
So Charlie McAvoy did this to Connor McDavid.
Gotta go wide with a big hit there. McAvoy steps into McDavid.
And Charlie McAvoy played the game of his life, putting to rest any talk that he was only on the team because his father-in-law is the coach.
Speaking of, Brock Nelson's headshot looked like he could be the coach's father-in-law.
And somehow that wasn't the worst headshot of the group.
Jordan Binnington allowed 2 horrible goals as the United States beat Canada 3-1.
With the win, USA clinched a spot in the final, leaving Canada, Finland, and Sweden all to play for the remaining spot in the final day.
The ratings for that USA-Canada game came out and they were enormous. The most watched non-Stanley Cup final game in North America since 2014.
Oh, and nobody watched NBA All-Star Saturday because hockey surpassed basketball as the #1 most important and popular sport in the world.
Big facts. The tournament moved to Boston, where Americans booed the Canadian national anthem.
And then they cheered the American national anthem.
With either Canada or Finland clinching a spot in the final with the regulation win, Rupe Hintz just gave Connor McDavid a goal. You're not supposed to do that.
They learned how to play in the tournament. Here's McDavid with a steal. Unable to get the shot away. Cut off there. Turns back. Scores!
McDavid and Nathan MacKinnon went off as Canada clinched a final berth with a 4-0 win.
Or so they thought. Essa Lindell broke up Jordan Binnington's shutout in the third period, but Canada still got out of there with a 4-1 victory.
Or so they thought. Mikael Granlund scored twice in 23 seconds, and this was very much a game with 1 minute left to play.
Or so we thought, because Sidney Crosby scored an empty netter, and for real, Canada did win that game, but boy, it was fun, and Sweden and Finland both eliminated.
USA kept Matthew Tkachuk, Austin Matthews, Connor Hellebuck, and Charlie McAvoy out of a game versus Sweden because it was essentially meaningless and they already had a spot in the final.
Chris Kreider made his tournament debut and scored a goal, but Sweden won, making them the only country to not lose in regulation in this tournament. They still got eliminated. Many questions were asked about the 3-2-1 point system.
USA General Manager Bill Guerin went on Fox News and he invited Donald Trump to the finale on Thursday, because why not?
We would love it if President Trump was in attendance.
The Bruins, who are not a team in this tournament, announced that Charlie McAvoy would be out for the final, which is a little fishy given that Canada's GM, Don Sweeney, is the Bruins GM who announced he wouldn't be playing in that game for the USA. We had some conspiracy theories, but
who cares? Because the USA announced Quinn Hughes would be playing in that game, even though he was ruled out for the tournament. Made up tournaments with rules we don't understand rock.
Quinn Hughes is coming.
Now, technically, it was clarified the United States would need another defenseman to be sick or injured for Hughes to play in that game Thursday, leading to way too much playful speculation that Jake Sanderson would be poisoned.
And while everyone in America was celebrating the return of Quinn Hughes, he practiced with the Canucks in Vancouver. That's nowhere near Boston or Team USA. What the fuck?
The Bruins kept putting out statements about Charlie McAvoy that made the Team USA medical staff look kinda bad.
And after 24 hours of will they or won't they, Quinn Hughes and Team USA decided they won't. Nobody knows who's playing in this final.
And that's all that's happened in Four Nations Face-Off. For now.
If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. Enjoy the final.
We all silly like the mayor.